What is it?
Okay, this is where we left off. Chen is going to report back to Alan Carter, and we will pursue and follow.
What is it?
We just took down the Corona birds at the Corona nest, investigating the case of the missing David Sly. It's almost 2100 hours, nighttime. So we just put a little edit in there. As you know, we are not fast traveling through this, so we're running the gauntlet. Okay, here comes trouble. Hardly worth the 4 bullets that just left the gun to kill it, but looks like we're gonna head for shelter. And this is why when I when I dig a mine, I build a structure over top of it. So I guess it is building a mine. And one big enough that can house my bed and any other equipment if I so choose. Sometimes you're not tired at night, you can spend that time digging, gathering materials, and then get a bit of sleep. Other times you just turn in and continue the next morning. So we went out, did a bit of night hunting. A little bit of mining. Some investigation. See, the big guys, they sleep at night too. I decided to head for Alan Carter's camp. You should always be carrying more than one bed, because in case you leave one at a camp somewhere, one shot, one kill. In case you leave one at a camp somewhere else, you can actually drop it down wherever you go and get a nap, without worrying that your bed is somewhere else. Now, I prefer a smaller size bed, and there is a smaller size bed that appears in adventure mode and in build mode, instead of the big lumberjack beds that we start out with, all made of wood. I mean, you wouldn't start an expedition with a bed that looks like if you chopped it together. You don't go to the camping store, pick up supplies, and start with, give me the axe so I can make my own. Usually, you grab a sleeping bag or something like that and you move. But the game is in development. We'll see how things turn out. Beds and things like that are just aesthetics, stuff to look at. But it is getting into a lot more of that. I mean, if you check the forum, you'll see some of the most beautifulest things that what people are creating, building their structures, their bases. And now with the game on Steam, you've got even more people coming in and just working, doing some beautiful work. Buildings in multiplayer, buildings in story mode. Now, I haven't done multiplayer yet. When I first started the game, I thought, well, not really my thing, and there were just too many bugs. And it depended on your internet speed in my internet in this area was never too great. There's my bed. Saving a checkpoint, always a grand idea. Unfortunately, I don't know what the hell his deal is. Ken Flood likes to come and sleep under my bed in the tent. So, no self-respecting young lady is going to be sleeping on top of the bed with some total stranger underneath the bed, who kind of acts kind of weird when you talk to him anyways. So I built myself another, and I put it down over here. There's another bed in the chest as well, and I'll get me some sleep. 10 hours should suffice. And that brings us to 8:41 a.m. Everybody in the camp is up. And now so are we.
Hey there.
Hey there, Chen. I always like to look over the NPC's shops, see if there's anything that I need before I head out. Anything that they haven't given me that I thought they might have for a quest and they haven't. To equip myself with what I need. Chen has replenished, looks like, some of his ammunition. That's a good thing. That varies from release to release, from one build to another. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's where we are now on the map. As you can see, here's our petroleum mine, another petroleum mine, a silver mine, an aluminum mine, really close to that bird nest. Here's our coal mine close to Ellen Carter's camp. We put a cave and a shelter over there, and a petroleum deposit at the beach. That's the rock formation. And the meteorite crater where we first met Chen. Our original crash site. And of course, we're here at Carter's camp. There's the giant tree. And there's the natives' relic, where, like I said, where the birds were. The coronas. Now, I've said it before I head out, I like to repair my tools, especially the axe and the shovel, and the gun if need be. It's 2 pieces of iron, so that's not a problem. I like to keep them topped up. So I need a few materials here, but unfortunately the UI is not showing all the materials that I need. If they could fix that, that'll be prime. But I know that it'll be what you cannot see. Obviously the gun handle and the gun nozzles. You can't even see the material that it's built from, because it's built from, I think it's iron or aluminum. That doesn't appear here. If the UI could scroll across, that would be perfect. Now, Chen had given us some grenades earlier, but I have not used them. The grenades will actually damage the surrounding environment. So you throw one and they blow up the ground. I think I'll be driving my vehicle across here and fall into a hole that I blew up. Well, we got some distance to cover. Say so long to the boys in the camp, I guess. They're ignoring me. That's when you just have to yell, "Acknowledge me!" Do you have anything for me to do? Oh dear, he hurt his knee really bad when he fell off one of those mushroom rocks exploring. Can't get around that great. Can you help him gather some materials? Some herbal plants near here can be used for treatment. That's what Carter told him. So I have those plants. Tulips, sunflower, and shadeweed. Well, I finish what you told me to do, and I get some kind of weird roasted meat on a stick. There we go. He's ever so grateful. Repeating those missions every now and then over and over again gives you some supplies. Some of them that you probably wouldn't even bother to craft. At least not in the early stages, anyways. I'm covering a lot of ground. It's already 10:30. A little closer. Nailed him. Did I get a 2 for 1? No, he's sleeping. You can see him breathing. And tail wagging. Oh well. Wait a minute. To get the old sword. Ah, the bow will work. Eat it. That was a blind shot. That's range. And next one's in front of you, and nailed you this time. And with 1,000 or more arrows, sometimes it's just good fun. Well, we'll attack this herd, I think. Scatter it to the wind. Uh-oh. Predator moving in fast. Time to switch back to automatic firearms. Scattered the herd. Shadow on the ground's a bird above me. Still far out of range, though. There he is. Oh, he's got him. But you know what? Don't worry. I'll save you. We have 335 bullets. More than enough to best most of our foes. You may have the gun, but you may not have the distance. Oh, look at that. missed him. Gun has power, but its accuracy is not that great. So, from a distance, you don't want to hit beams. Right over his back. But close range. Another story. The bigger they are, the faster they fall. Actually, I should be careful because I just noticed that by taking out that guy, it put me at the count of 2 fire bears. And I'm not supposed to kill them here. I'm supposed to kill them where Adisa sent me. Now these guys are good for animal skin. So I will take out a whole pack of them. And the stags are, of course, good for animal fat. Well, we've been doing some hunting. It's now just after noon. 12:10. Covering a lot of ground. Now from that angle you can see the location of the mine, the petroleum mine, and the location of the big tree. Quick resource check. Yeah, now you notice the ground is filled in. And that's because there was a patch update the last time that I signed off. That patch update reworked some of the terrain as well. sealed up my mine, but it didn't take my resources that I took from it, but it replenished them beneath it. So by digging here again, I get double the resources. Without digging any deeper. So things like that I really don't complain about. So this is the Marauder with Planet Explorers 7.5